CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. City of Miami Mayor Francis Suarez is under scrutiny. It's over a report by our news partners at the Miami Herald. The report says that he was paid thousands of dollars for consultant work from a developer building a project within city limits. Mayor Suarez wouldn't talk to us, but his communications director says the mayor did nothing wrong. Here's what happened when CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor tried to talk to the city attorney.
Miami City Attorney Victoria Mendez seemingly knew why CBS News Miami was looking for her.
It's regarding the mayor.
She never stopped. The city attorney is mentioned as the one giving an okay to an action by Mayor Francis Suarez, which our news partners in the Herald are questioning.
The allegations that the Miami Herald is making, saying that the mayor has used his influence within the city of Miami to help a private client, that's completely false.
We asked the mayor's communications director, Soledad Cedro, about our news partners reporting regarding the mayor's work as a consultant.
She has issued a statement saying that this is an issue that has been under review.
Is there something that stipulates that the mayor can actually work for a company within the municipality, and if so, would like to see it?
The technicality of that is a question for the city attorney.
The Miami Herald reports developer Rishi Kapoor, who's building a mixed-use condo project in Coconut Grove, allegedly hired Mayor Suarez for the project as a consultant. We asked Cedro if that's ethical.
In this particular case, this company never came in front of the commission. That never happened, so there was no need for the mayor to recuse himself.
The Herald reports they learned of the work through a lawsuit involving the former CFO, Location Ventures, alleging, quote, they committed financial improprieties, including $10,000 monthly payment to Francis Suarez for unknown services without any written agreement. So, is he charging $10,000 a month?
Well, I am not going to disclose any particular deal that the mayor has with a client.
I contacted the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office about the investigation. They told me they've consulted with the ethics commissions and will coordinate the review of the allegations with them.
We should be totally clear, transparent, and everything has to be right on the open.
In Coconut Grove, Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
Following the Miami Herald's reporting, Mayor Suarez is now under investigation by the Miami-Dade Commission on Ethics and Public Trust. It's in coordination with the state.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look at downtown Miami, this is not the way to start a long holiday weekend. Most parts of South Florida have already seen thunderstorms, some areas even severe storms. Next Weather meteorologist Dave Warren tracking it. Also, Dave, what's the latest?
The latest is that we no longer have any more severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings in effect, but there are still flooding problems. The flood advisories, flash flood warnings there, they have just expired, but in parts of Miami-Dade where we have the heaviest rain, there could still be some flooding problems here. Right over the 18-mile stretch here, that's where the latest storm is. It's worked its way south. It was severe around the radar site. Tornado warning right up against the coast there. That was earlier this afternoon. As this continues to work its way south, these storms fire up, then they dissipate here. So they're watching that closely. Areas of rain, 2 to 3 inches there, estimated by the radar, right along US 1, right where it crosses the turnpike there around Cutler Bay and Princeton. So flooding problems in and around that area. The next few hours, we'll see these storms clearing out, pushing to the south. A little bit of activity, strong storms up into Palm Beach County. That's where they stay. The rain from earlier keeping everything a little calmer here early this evening. The next 12 hours, we'll see these storms slowly working their way and pushing off the coast. It is 75 degrees here, so we are seeing temperatures that are getting a little cooler here. The next 12 hours, we'll continue to see rain chances diminishing here 8 to 10 o'clock tonight here. We continue to see the rain showers tapering off and pushing through the area here. So we'll continue to watch this closely here. The fewer storms for the holiday weekend. We have drier air that arrives as low pressure moves off to the east here. So that is the big concern. The area of low pressure just off the coast will continue to work its way out of the area here and take all of this rain with it here. So that's the last place that we are seeing these showers. Other than that, the breeze starts to pick up here over the weekend, and we do start to see some drier air working its way into the area here from the north, taking the rain and pushing it to the south here as the rain clears out. The next few hours, well, watch what happens as these storms move off the coast. We will continue to see rain showers breaking up here overnight tonight, and with that storm, drier air moves in. So that's what to expect Saturday. By Sunday, the front stalls just to our south. There's still a little bit of moisture around. We may see some lingering showers on Saturday or Sunday. Monday heats things up. We have a few isolated showers with that moisture just hanging around just to our south. That area of low pressure development there is possible. Very low chance of that. Regardless of that, very heavy rain will continue to move up across the southeast coast here. Winds will pick up, and there is a concern for rip currents or even small craft advisory. That wind's picking up out of the northwest to southeast tomorrow. We have a small craft advisory going in effect in the morning as we get that gusty breeze northwest about 5 to 10 knots here. Seas 1 foot or less in the Keys, so it is a little calmer here just to our south. Mid to low 70s, climbing into the 80s. There, the rain chances tomorrow late morning and early afternoon before they clear out at night here with just a 40% chance of rain, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. The extended forecast keeping the rain chances low Sunday and Monday. There's the heat. Temperatures up to 90 degrees Memorial Day. They stay there Tuesday. They're there again Wednesday. By Thursday and Friday, upper 80s with a few showers and passing thunderstorms with that breeze.
All right, thank you, Dave. It is time to save some money on supplies ahead of hurricane season. The hurricane tax-free holiday is tomorrow. Here at CBS News Miami, we want to help you get prepared. So here's what you need to know. The following items will be tax-free starting tomorrow until June 9th. Cans or pouches of food, dog food, manual can openers, cleaning supplies, and paper towels. And for the more expensive stuff, radios, portable power tanks, and fire extinguishers. For a full list of items, just head on over to our website. It is cbsmiami.com.
Thankfully, we had 3 insurance games, so, you know, this is only going to be their second win. We could still win one and take the series.
All right, all about the optimism. Miami Heat fans so a little disappointed. The team was unable to clinch the series in Boston. They lost Game 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Heat needs just one more win to make it to the finals. Game 6 is tomorrow night here in South Florida. CBS News Miami's Jim Barry breaks down what went wrong from Boston.
Well, the Heat for the first 3 games of this series seem to have all the answers, but now after 2 straight losses, there are a whole lot of question marks. The Heat come back home, leading this series 3 games to 2, but now a cakewalk has turned into a catfight. In Game 5 last night up here in Boston, the Heat came out flat-footed and the Celtics jumped all over them quick and sprinted to a 15-point lead. The mistake-prone Heat, 9 turnovers in the first half. Certainly not going to beat anybody that way. Also, the Celtics, again, sharp from downtown. A lot of wide-open looks, and they made them as the Celtics knocked down 16 threes. Heat go on to lose this one 110-97. So they got a couple of days to figure out how to get back and get competitive once again against the Celtics. Boston has really owned them in the last couple of games. Gabe Vincent hopes to be able to go for Game 6. It's going to be all hands on deck, and that game looks critical. The Heat definitely want to close this thing out at home, because if they come back up here for Game 7 on Monday, who knows what might happen. On the road with the Heat, I'm Jim Barry, CBS News Miami.
When we come back, today kicks off a busy holiday travel weekend. So if you're planning to fly out of South Florida, be prepared for long lines. Everything you need to know right after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Memorial Day weekend travel is in full swing. This was the scene at Miami International Airport. Long lines were already forming in the early hours. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein was there and has some reminders if you are flying out.
It is packed here at the airport, and it is only expected to get busier. Take a look. You're looking at one of the security checkpoints, and this line all morning long has just been crawling along and continues to grow as the hours go by. Tens of thousands of more people are expected to fly out of Florida today, and we did speak to AAA about some tips to keep in mind as you head out. They suggest arriving 2 to 3 hours before your flight. If you can, carry-on. They suggest that as well. And they say to pack an extra set of clothes and your medications in your carry-on in case there's an issue with your luggage. And also, of course, expect delays.
Airfares are about 40% more expensive than they were last year, but we're still seeing a lot of air travelers this year. So you should expect long lines at security checkpoints. If you're looking to check a bag, you're probably going to be sitting in line there too.
And you heard it there, of course, expect everywhere you go this weekend in South Florida to be very busy. Give yourself a lot of extra time. The best advice if you are heading to the airport today or throughout this weekend, check the status of your flight before you leave. In Miami, Terry Hornstein, CBS News, Miami.
Chef Jeremy Ford has won more accolades than most chefs can ever imagine, and that includes a Michelin star for his well-known Miami Beach restaurant, Stubborn Seed. His newest eatery is close to home for the celebrity chef and father for many reasons. CBS News Miami's Lisa Petrillo takes us to the Beauty and the Butcher.
It's like a photo book of food art with dish after dish here at Beauty and the Butcher in Coral Gables.
Yeah, it's just getting nice and crispy.
The artist behind them, rock and roll super chef Jeremy Ford, a Top Chef winner, a James Beard semifinalist, and last year his renowned South Beach restaurant, Stubborn Seed, received a Michelin star. For Beauty and the Butcher, it began at home.
So my daughter is the beauty, I'm the butcher. I feel like I wouldn't be where I'm at without her in my life, so I wanted to give back something with her name on it, and this is kind of our little joint project together, right?
The restaurant is warm and inviting. The books on the shelves are written by fellow chefs and are there for a reason.
So I wanted this to be a place where when the cooks want a little inspiration, they can kind of come out here and take a gander at some of the stuff we have on the wall, to bring new dishes alive.
Near the top shelf bar is a nod to what's on the menu.
Here we're doing a lot of charcuterie in-house, fennel salumi, gabagool, andouille, duck prosciutto. So all that stuff, me and Chef Juan, the CDC here, take a lot of passion and pride into.
Ford himself lives just down the road and says he's happy to share his cuisine with those closer to home.
For me, it's all about community, right? We're very bold cooks, right? So we wanted to bring that into the neighborhood so you don't have to drive as far to go get those amazing flavors.
Back in the kitchen, he and his team get to work on a menu that celebrates local farmers and purveyors. His culinary approach is one of a kind.
We wanted to kind of highlight things that we love to eat, that you crave. We have a smoked beef rib that's cooked for 2 days.
And here it is, served with chimichurri and pickled slaw.
That's a labor of love right there.
It all begins with the meat.
This has been smoked for 10 hours, cooked in a circulator for 2 days to give it this really umptuous bite.
That's a really good word. I'm going to use that now and next time. Umptuous bite. The crunch of the lettuce, the slaw on the outside with that really, really tender and juicy meat. Really something special, Chef. Really something special.
And finally, a whole Florida suckling pig is in this one piece, served with spring vegetables.
So the elevation of these dishes, the chefiness of this dishes, it is incredibly good. It's crunchy on the outside, like a chicharron almost, right?
Yes, you got it.
Tender meat, and then, the flavors and the sauce.
I feel like you really get me.
I get you. I am not stopping Chef Petrillo. How many days are you open here at Beauty and the Butcher?
7 days a week, dinner only.
I'm coming back. Is that okay?
Yes, whenever you want.
With the fantastic and special Taste of the Town here in Coral Gables, I'm Lisa Petrillo, CBS News, Miami.
That looks amazing. And that is your Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman, wishing you a safe and a wonderful holiday weekend. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami.